Welcome to WBT Basics. Yes, my friends, we're going to take a rocket ride to teaching heaven. Now, what we're going to talk about today is our attention getter, Class Yes. Goodness knows we need to get our kids' attention all day long. You're going to love Class Yes. It works way better than 1, 2, 3 eyes on me or some wacky things we've heard like flipping the light switch on and off. Yeah. Today it is Class Yes. Let's jump right into it. So, teacher, students, the question is, how do you start? Pretty hard. You say, when I say class, you say yes. Dramatically pause. Class. You'll be shocked. Kids will say yes. Step 2. And there's only 3 steps. However I say class, you say yes. Dramatic pause. How are you going to say it? Class, class. Yes, yes, your kids respond, beginning to get the idea. You'll get a few laughs here. Step 3. You just go, classity, classity. And your kids laughing will say, yesity, yesity, and boom! You've taught them our attention getter. Took you what, about 15 seconds? It's so magically powerful, it even works with a room full of teachers. Yeah, you know that's magic. So, here's the Class Yes script. Here's exactly what I said. Wrote it all out on one screen. Stop the video, copy it down if you want. Handy. Let's talk about variations. I want to say variety is the spice of student engagement. You do the same thing the same way every day, you'll lose them pretty soon. You'll start to lose yourself too. All right, these variations are truly cool. You can vary your pitch. Be high or low. Class! Class! You don't have to be a clown, but every once in a while, give them something a little different. You can vary your speed. Fast or slow. Class, 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 class. Or class. Change up your speed. Well, obviously, you can repeat one or many times. Say it once, class, or class, class, class. It's normal if your kids are teaching each other for you to have to call them back with 2 or 3 class yeses. Don't start teaching, don't talk over them until you've got them back with you. Gestures. Well, just say class and don't use any gestures. Or, how about small gestures? Class. Some of your kids will go, yes. Or I'll tell you what we're going to do. There is no WBT police. If you want to, you can use huge gestures. Class. And your clowns will go, yes. Your clowns are fully engaged in mirroring you. Remember I said a rocket ride to teaching heaven? Now, even better. We can use core concepts. This is, as Biffy Bluebird tells us, an advanced technique. After you've been going a week or 2, let's teach them something, even with our attention getter. You could call out, what's the top number in a fraction? And we want all of our kids always to respond with a complete sentence answer. The top number in a fraction is the numerator. Or you could say, what is the capital of California? And hopefully, if you're in California, many of the kids will say, the capital of California is Sacramento. Do us a favor in college, would you? Teach kids that 9 times 7 is 63 and no other number. It's one of the most missed multiplication facts. What's 9 times 7? Eventually, your kids are going to say, 9 times 7 is 63. You get what I'm saying? Throw out the core concepts. Concentrate on whatever the gnarly, difficult subjects are for your students and use it as part of your attention getter. You're getting double duty. Kids are focusing on you and reviewing stuff they've been having a hard time with. So, here's our variation summary. Again, stop the video, copy it down if you need to, or just think about it. Here's another bonus of this class yes, and it's advanced technique. So what are we talking? 2 weeks to several months if you have younger kids. Let's do some leadership training. Step 1. Select several daily leaders. You're not going to pick 1 or 2 kids and have them always be the leader. No, leadership training means we're going to do training for all the kids in our class. Pick a few every day. And this is very simple, baby step leadership training. Train the leaders that when they tapped or pointed at, they stand up and give their class variation. Don't let them take a long time to stand up. Just get up and say, class. This is a beautiful introduction to leadership because they don't have to do a ton of stuff. Stand up and say, class, in a normal voice or a funny voice. Step 3, use these leaders as needed. Don't use them every single time you're going to say class, but whenever you want to, give them that baby step in becoming someone everyone else pays attention to. And we want to develop that confidence in our kids. So here's the summary. Introduce, class yes, just as I said. You say it, they say it. Practice your variations. Get to where you're throwing in core knowledge once in a while. Use it in class or out of class. We've had stories, quite a few actually, of people using it in a crowded lunchroom. The teacher shouts, actually on a microphone says, class. Lunchroom goes, yes. People have used it in assemblies of 600 or 700 kids. It's powerful. And, as we just mentioned, use it for leadership training. Well, my friends, that's it. WBT Basics. If you want more information, go to wholebrainteaching.com. And I'll tell you what. You want an on-site seminar, want me to come to your school or district and talk about whole brain teaching? Get an administrator in a headlock, give them a noogie, have them send me an email, chrisbiffle@wholebrainteaching.com, and we'll start discussions. Until next time, power to the teachers.